Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we're going to create this increment and decrement button which is in our product detail page. This is what we have done so far, and this is our home page, and we have our cart item and we have our product item. So if we click here, it will navigate to our new page. Let's collapse all those stuff and we'll go to the lib source presentation and we'll create another folder called product details. And in here I'll create a product detail page, and we're going to use the stateful widget. We can name it product details page. Let's import the Flutter material, and we're going to use this as our home page. So for the home page, we need to go to our app and grocery shop app. Inside here, replace this home page with it and import the file. If we do a hot restart, we'll see a blank. Let's get back here. From this page, we'll return the background view. So we already have this one, so we'll use the background view and it will be triple. For the child, we can return a scaffold. This is good now, and what I'm going to do, inside this body, I'll use a center widget, and in here, I'll create a new one. For the time being, I'm going to use the item counter widget, which I'll create just in a minute. This item counter will take an initial value and we can create a state variable and pass it here. Also, it will have an onChange method which will return the update value, and we can change it the initial value here. State is not needed because we are not going to update anything here. So let's create this item counter. This item counter has been used more than just the home detail page, so I'm going to place it inside this common widgets here. I'll name it item counter. So now it will be stateful widget. Item counter, let's import the Flutter material. First I will have an initial value. Next I will have a value change, and which will be integer. Let's add this inside the constructor. I will pass 0 by default, and this will be required. Now we can go back to the product details page. We can import this file here, and it is good to go. Let's go back to our item counter. We can close all other stuff. Let's hide this thing as well. As you can see, we have our initial value, which is for the widget, but not for the state. So we'll create another state variable to hold the initial value. We cannot do it like this, so we'll use the let keyword. And this thing can be changed. Instead of returning the container, I'll return the row from here. So for the first child, I can use the icon button here. And on page, we'll have increment. And for the icon, I can have icon, icons.add. So we have our nice little button. As we can see, we can use main exercise equal to main. This will get it to the center. Also another thing we can use main axis alignment center. It will kind of do the same thing, but I prefer using the min because I just like to reduce the width. Okay, now I need to change the color as well. This button is working, but we need to provide the red color. One option is using the field, and we can override the style here, and we need to provide the background color. We'll use on and app theme dot primary. This looks good. Let's check out our Figma. We have plus on the right and minus on the left. Middle is the text. So I'm going to copy this thing and paste it. I will use remove here. We can add some space. Also, I need to add the text here. I forgot this will be a counter. I think I'll increase the text size so I can override this style theme of context text theme dot body large. We need to increment and decrement the counter. So for the increment, I'll come here. I'll use counter plus plus and we'll call widget dot on change and pass the counter here. Also make sure to call the set state. And we'll come back to the remove section. We'll do counter decrement, but if it is smaller than 0 or equal to 0, we'll use the counter is equal to 0. And let's call the widget dot on change as the counter value and call say state to update the UI. So now if we press it here, we can see it increment. If we press here, it decrement and it doesn't go below 0, but this thing is kinda changing the position when we tap it and when the text increment or the text changed. So what we can do, we can really fix the width here. So I can just wrap this thing with the size box with something like 26. If I do it, it looks not that bad, but good. So we will use text align center. Now this looks better. Next, we'll add this in our app.